So when it comes to care and cultivation of professional relationships, one of the things that I always like to make sure that people are thinking about are looking to mentors, especially as you're getting started, because they're going to help you meet other lawyers. And if I can tell you one thing about client development, especially as you're getting started, is to get to know other lawyers. You know, a lot lawyers they've gone through this process. They're going to have a lot of relationships as well that you're going to be able to leverage. And it really does come down to growing that network of relationships that you have. People tend to think that you have to make this very serious investment in traveling to, different networking events and participating in, a lot of travel, which takes up a lot of time, especially as you're getting started, and it costs money. But again, the nice thing that you can do is that you can build relationships online. And so making sure that you're, so let's just use a couple examples. So if you're a Facebook user, and we're not talking about just posting messages through a Facebook page or updates to a Facebook page, but actually using Facebook to stay in touch with people on a local level, you're going to be able to find that you can much more efficiently stay top of mind with some of your most important professional relationships. The same thing with LinkedIn. Lawyers tend to feel differently on LinkedIn, but there are a lot of lawyers on LinkedIn. And if you find a group that is, whether it's practice specific or it's just geographically specific of lawyers, it's a great way to be able to ask questions, find other lawyers that are dealing with some of the similar issues that you are, and to get guidance from lawyers who have gone through the same thing that you're going through, especially as you're getting started. So again, I think that the key takeaway here is that you want to be able to stay top of mind, because so many different practices really depend on clients finding you at that key moment, right? So whether you're talking about staying in front of someone when they need you for a criminal matter or a family matter, it's that regular touch that's so important. It's not the direct response type of marketing where it's getting an ad in front of somebody at the right time. It's staying top of mind, which you're going to be able to do through cultivating these relationships, whether that's online or offline. So one of the things you're going to want to think about is getting inside the heads of the clients that you want to attract to your practice. And they're going to take you to the people, so you got to think about how they actually would hire a lawyer like you. So a lot of these people might turn to another professional service provider. Maybe they have an accountant, maybe it's a lawyer that helps them with something else that's not their practice. Those are the types of relationships that you want to form, because that's where people are actually going to get these recommendations from their friends. And that's another thing too to think about, and as it ties back to the internet, is that you'll see that even people are turning to friends online for recommendations. In fact, you can type a search into Facebook for something like lawyer referral or referral plus lawyer or recommend a lawyer, and you'll find that there are people that are asking for referrals from their networks. And so the more networks that you're able to tap into, whether it be on Facebook or LinkedIn or even Twitter to a certain extent, you're going to be able to grow those professional relationships and cultivate them in a way that when they actually need your help and they're looking for the referral, they're going to think, oh, hey, I know someone who does that, and then they can make that recommendation. A lot of lawyers tend to be a little bit reluctant to build those relationships online, whether they're concerned about privacy or ethical obligations, which I think are critically important, and you should always remember that your ethical obligations apply equally online as they would offline. But what you find is that you're not talking about legal issues or the services you provide. Someone might say, hey, does someone have a recommendation for a divorce lawyer? They're not asking for themselves, they're asking for a friend who wouldn't be willing to share that information online. But that's the way I think that it's important to remember, is that the more that you have these authentic relationships in real life that you can take online, the more effective and efficiently you can stay in touch and care for those relationships throughout the course of your career.